Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go, here we go. Let's go.
A quick pass out to Juju. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. You talk about this Miami defense. And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for New England. 46 yards.
Ready?
1,000-yard rusher a year ago. Here's Ramondre Stevenson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The Patriots at 1-0 on the year following a win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up first and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch it.
Looking for Thornton, and he's got him. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Pats put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the rookie third-round pick. It's Devon Achane. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
And he'll have the Dolphins first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move it back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. This defense for the Patriots, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call that a loss loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Waddle, the motion man right. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Now Tua. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Patriots.
Hey, we can push ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They'll take over after that pretty clutch forced fumble as they begin inside their own 5-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down.
60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Ready?
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They get 9 there, and in the process escaping their end zone, picking up a first down. Well, it looks like they'll move things around here. Back to Stevenson on 1st down. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Patriots 7, Dolphins nothing.
Get it!
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
18, Rattler, 18, check it.
A play fake, now Cunningham. And this one incomplete, threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, set.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Running right, here's A-Chain. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on third and about 14.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here we go.
So here's a third and 14. In motion, Hill. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Got a punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Here's Jones. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10.
65 cat, 65 cat.
Off play action, it's Cunningham. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he works free. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. A good throw there. And this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay. And early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things. That's what people are looking for.
Now Cunningham. Checking this down to Stevenson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage. On 1st down, it's Cunningham. Out left and complete to Thornton. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Buffalo 18. Ready.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Ramondre Stevenson. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Patriots go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 22 yards there, a first down. In motion, Hill. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. There he goes, right side. All the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 50 yards. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Cunningham. Flushed out right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short. 3rd and 1. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. They needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Jalen Ramsey brought him down. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Here's Bryce Behringer now.
For the Patriots.
And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And you'll find some version of this play in just about every playbook in the NFL. It's an X-post cross. So on play action, you let the X receiver get downfield and start working right to left across the formation. What a beautiful throw. And it all comes together for big yardage.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Black Ultra. Black shot. Drill green.
Lance to throw on second down here. This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
Nobody had more speed on offense last season than Miami, and Waddle might be the fastest player on that unit. Led the NFL with over 18 yards per catch and was in the top 10 in yards despite playing with an all-pro in Tyreek Hill.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Now a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Lance. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And Waddle going to have a Dolphins first down as he'll get this down inside the 20.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for him, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Gets it quickly out wide to Thornton.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
A 1-touchdown ball game. 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On the option, running left is Lance.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first-down gains.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Drill, 52. Set.
Out of the gun is a give to A-Chain. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Jackrabbit, jackrabbit. Huh?
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Hut, hut.
On 2nd down, a run by A-Chain. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Hut, hut.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. Hill going to go in motion right.
Fight, fight. Ready?
They run for it. A-Chain. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They were certainly in field goal range, opted to go for it. Hey, they were able to pick it up.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, but look at it this way. The kicker had missed one before, so they decided to stay out and go for it, and it worked. But now, just one missed field goal and you're not trusting him? He'll be visiting a team psychiatrist this week because he's going to want some answers about why they wouldn't put him back out on the field.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. The Lance going to throw. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. And now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Got it?
A-Chain, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
Slide 2. Set.
Off of play action, here's Lance. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football. We're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Ready?
They'll try and run it with H.A. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That was a huge play on 3rd down, so now what? Do you go for it? Do you trust your offense? Or do you want to put on your defense to try and get the ball back? Me? I'm going for it right here.
And they'll go for it. Lance. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this. That's caught at the 25. A big play there for New England. 45 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Cunningham to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 2nd down, here's Cunningham. Completes this one to Thornton. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Rig alert, rig alert.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Shut up.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
79 Broncos. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Cunningham. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
And his kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And this drive will begin with a run from H.A. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
79 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Ready. Hut.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
Jalen Waddle. And finally down at the 36-yard line.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
If they get nothing else here on 3rd down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot.
Trouble, 38. Hut, hut.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Set, ready. Ready.
Now it's A-Chain headed right.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Play action. Now it's Lance. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Lance.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have tied things up here in the 4th. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Dan, sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
Let's go.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter.
A good running play here to start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the first.
No surprise to see Stevenson making that type of a play. People know him well. Unsurprised to see him over 1,000 yards this past season. He's a bruiser who was also 4th among backs with 69 catches. He can do it all in the New England offense.
Here we go.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Go.
They run once more with Stevenson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
70 yards on the ground so far for Stevenson, and a first down.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the first down.
Hey, smash front, Mustang 19. Ready?
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. And he gets this to Thornton. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Tyquan Thornton. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Patriots have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Ready.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
Field black. Field blue. Check cut.
Lance looking to throw it. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. He'll hit Mostert again here. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. This crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. Misses the target, incomplete.
But that incompletion reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here it is, 4th and inches. Desperation time here. Lance working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Lance looking to throw.
He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Final minute, one timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Now Lance.
And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now.
Red cycle. Ready?
Lance back to throw.
Flush to his right.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw is taken in by Waddle.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And Lance, he's going to change the play. And they'll run here with H.A.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
2nd down, goal to go.
Ready.
Here's Lance.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition. Work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
He's back to throw.
That's pulled in by Wilson.
And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult.
Black Ultra.
Lance going to try to throw for this.
And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead.
Patriots 24.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll put it out to the 25.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready, ready.
Back to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Trap 60.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
That's caught by Thornton.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle.